Studios, 222-2222.
What up? What up? Bullshit. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I mean, angle that just a little bit better. Okay, all right, let's go. What up? What up? All right. I don't know. I was thinking about what I would talk about, and God was just like, man, fuck it, just go with it, man. Just fuck it. Let's talk about some shit. All right. Well, cool. What's in my mind right now, or just popped into my head, was I wonder what would happen if I could shut that whole Christianity shit down. Because anybody, let me get loud on that one, just look, any motherfucking body who got the nerve to claim they ain't ran cross documents and documentaries and books and clips at just every type thing you can imagine, every form of media that's out here right now. And they've said that the fucking Christian religion, first, we were not allowed to even partake in it because they felt like we weren't clean enough. As a mind fuck. Anytime you tell somebody they not good enough for something, it's gonna make them want it. Like boys, they gonna want it like skin. It's called a mind fuck. Because for a long time they told us we weren't good enough for the Christian religion. Then once they saw our hunger for the Christian religion, motherfuckers learning how to read just so they can read that fucking book. That's when they were, oh, okay, it's time to put this shit in order. So the same thing they did in Rome, where they used the goddamn religion as a weapon, they turned around and did the same shit here. Not only was it fucking Rome, they went all around the whole fucking, like, they went around the whole world pushing that shit. So, then you have it to where we're finna let these slaves indulge in our Bible. You know, they've been pruned enough, you know. Now you have it to where, okay, we're gonna let them read this thing, but we're only gonna let them read certain parts. And they're only gonna be interpreted like this. And if the person, you know, whoever we choose to bring the gospel to slaves, you know, to de-savage these savages, even though we weren't fucking savages, motherfucker, they ain't pull us over here in no goddamn leaves and shit tied around our motherfucking waist, and motherfuckers running around with animal fur, just like we was some fucking cavemen or some shit. Nigga, we had countries and laws and religions and motherfucking schools and doctrine and all kind of shit going on before they bought us over this motherfucker. And then the fucked up part is a large majority of us never came over on the goddamn boat. They don't see that be that shit they don't be wanting to tell motherfuckers about. We wasn't even on no boat. Most of us were already here. That shit they don't be wanting to tell motherfuckers about, but that type of shit is starting to come out more and more and more. I am waiting till the day come where it gets talked about on a national level. Were a lot of the motherfucking slaves in the transatlantic slave trade already in America before they started bringing motherfuckers over? Basically, did y'all bring y'all punk ass over here and enslave a bunch of people in their own goddamn land? But, you know, that's another topic. Right now, we're talking about Christianity and how Christianity was used as a tool to keep slaves indoctrinated so that we may never, or that we'll be very hesitant about rising above our captors. And some took the book so literal that they saw that it's a sin to go against your master. Why did they feel like it was a sin to go against their master? Because it said in the fucking book. And y'all wonder why slavery lasts so goddamn long. Because right there in the fucking book, they tell you to obey your master. Now, anybody with common sense would know that they weren't talking about slaves, obey your slave master. No, they were talking about obey the person that has authority over you. And there, the word master wasn't used in the same context as the word master when it comes to slaves. People who practice the martial arts, they're senseis. They call them master. That don't mean if sensei say, that's a hell of a, that don't mean if their sensei says, get on the floor and bark like a dog and I'm gonna whip you with this thing and make you fuck your mama and take your baby and hang it over the goddamn river for alligator bait. And that ain't what the fuck that meant. That just means that I teach you, I lead you, I'm your master. So in the Bible it says obey your master. But when they told it to the niggas in the field, it was right here in this book. You can see it for yourself. It says right here, obey your master. That's me. Fuck out there. So in these slaves' minds, they like, damn. Okay. So if I obey my master for long enough, God will come rescue me. That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. So fucked up. Now these people are so broken and broke down that they start having those kind of primitive, desperate fucking thoughts. Can you imagine how broken down you have to be for you to feel like there's absolutely no fucking hope in me or anybody around me overcoming what we're going through right now? It's not happening. Never in a million years. Shit ain't happening. And it's so overwhelming that they're calling and crying out to a God that they have no real familiarity with. It's like, damn, This is the God they worship. And they just came in, took over the whole fucking country. Flat out. So it's like, damn. Maybe I should be worshiping what the fuck they worship. Because they God is powerful. Not knowing that not knowing that them taking over that country, that whole area, had nothing to do with the power of God. That was the power of man. And through the power of man, they went over and conquered those people. But see, that goes back to dualities and God and the devil blesses people the same way God blesses people, and the devil foresaw what America was going to turn into if he let these motherfuckers take over this entire land. So okay, fine, we'll let them take over this land, because this is going to be the biggest war country the world has ever seen. Fuck Rome. Rome ain't got shit on no motherfucking America. Fuck Great Britain. Great Britain ain't got shit on no motherfucking America. At all. Great Britain got ran off by a bunch of goddamn hicks in the country line. Don't want to fuck with America. Y'all think China want to fuck with America? If China wanted to fuck with America, America wouldn't exist no more. They'd have been fucked up America if they could. Russia would have been fucked up America if they could. Yeah, fucking crazy. I better quit watching that news shit. Watching all that motherfucking news, y'all better start looking at pure, all-out fucking history. Because history is the only real news. History is the only news. And I didn't say history was truth. I said history was news. History is the only news, which you really can't really say that. History and news. News is like just happened. History is, but anyway. History is the only time where you get information, and this information has been looked over and looked over and looked over to where this has been taken out, and a few lies have been taken out, and you know what I'm saying, it's been worded correctly, and you know, that's what you get when you look through history. So if you look through history, you'll find out America wasn't never close to losing not damn war ever. Ever. Vietnam War was the only one that we even came close to fucking losing, and that's because they all agreed to not blow the whole fucking country up. The only reason they lost Vietnam was because a lot of motherfuckers got killed. We lost more bodies than they lost. That's all. When it came down to it, it was like, all right, I bet, fuck it, all this ground war, fuck, we done. Check this out. Y'all do what we want y'all to do, we blowing this bitch up. Anyway, so let me get back to this shit. It's a known fact that Christianity was used as a tool to control the slaves. Still to this day, a lot of you motherfuckers are still worshiping that same shit. You can't tell me there you ain't ran past nothing at all that openly said this shit is bullshit. Y'all sit around and y'all watch shit like Roots and shit. Tell y'all them lies. Talking about it's the godly thing to do to allow the slaves to worship the Lord Jesus Christ and all that shit. No, that's not what happened. It's not what happened. It's not what the books say. No, the movies The movies say one thing, but the books say no. These slaves keep revolting. These motherfuckers want their land back. So we need to start killing the ones at the top that remember. How do you say it? Kill the ones at the top that remember. Indoctrinate the ones at the bottom that's just coming in. And train and discipline the fuck out of the ones in the middle. I'm talking about age. The older ones, kill them. Get rid of them motherfuckers. The ones in the middle, train and discipline the fuck out of their asses. The ones at the bottom, indoctrinate the shit out of them so they don't know no better. They don't know nothing else in life. But the ones in the middle ain't allowed to teach the ones at the bottom nothing. Better not say shit. So once this generation is dead, gone off, they done killed them all, sold them all kind of crazy shit, sent their ass over to Africa where can't nobody understand their language, and just all kind of shit. Then that middle generation that was, trained and, disciplined and all that, they done got all extra old shit, so they terrified, they, mind warped, just whatever. Then you got the generation up under them, they are the older ones now, so they only teaching their children everything that they have been taught throughout since their whole fucking life. So now you have a whole new generation of black kids that don't know nothing but what the fucking master taught them, period. And what they've been allowed to be taught by they people. And what they're being taught by they people is what the master wants to be taught. Flat out. To the point where these motherfuckers are starting to live by this shit. Now zoom that shit down 100 motherfucking generations and tell me why we cannot move away from a religion that they are telling us that they use to fuck us over. They telling us this shit, and we still just don't. Lord, you just shut your stupid ass up. I get so sick of that shit. Learn how to change. Learn how to fucking change. Because in this world, we are the only things that are allowed to change. Everything else in this world stays the same. Human beings are the only things allowed to straight up fucking change. So change. Because this shit makes no sense. When I say this shit makes no sense, this shit is just sick, sideways, psychotic, maniac, mind state type ass shit. This shit makes no sense, man. How the fuck is you people still worshiping that bullshit, man? But y'all ain't heard of the motherfucking the Council of Nicaea. Y'all ain't heard of the fucking Crusades and what's the name of the other one? The French Inquisition. Like, y'all ain't heard of none of this shit. Y'all ain't heard of the motherfucking genocides in Africa and all this shit. They telling motherfuckers y'all either gonna worship this shit or not. They coming down there infecting people and all. Like, y'all have not heard about this shit. Y'all ain't heard about the Aborigines over in Australia when the Aborigines was like, fuck nah, we don't give a fuck, we not accepting that shit. They killed them all and took their land and moved them to some island way off on the other. Man, y'all ain't heard about this shit. Like, what the fuck do y'all look at? What do y'all do all goddamn day? I want to talk about where the classism comes from in the black race. The classism in the black race comes from that goddamn book. And I ain't even gonna say the damn book. It's the shit that you motherfuckers perpetuate once y'all get inside the damn book. Don't make no damn sense. The black hierarchy is the motherfucking the black Christian shit. That is the black hierarchy. Well, probably not now. It's getting to that point where motherfuckers with money are starting to say, fuck y'all can take that bullshit somewhere else. But for a long ass time, if you wasn't down with some Christian ass shit, and you wasn't talking about shit when it came to the black race, and wasn't nobody fucking with you. How long y'all been dogging motherfuckers and putting people down and shit because they don't believe in what the fuck y'all believe in? Get the fuck on with that shit, man. I'm fucking black Muslims and shit running around here, and I don't fuck with that Muslim shit either. That shit some bullshit too. All that shit, man. I don't fuck with none of that shit. But like I say, this is my philosophy, you know what I mean? This is my philosophy, this is how I feel. And this is why I don't dive off into religion much, because I don't just see it as, hey, they just believe something else. It's okay, it's all fine. No, it's deeper than that, man. The shit that people be believing be the reason why we in the situation we in right now, straight up. Straight up. That old slave mentality shit. A lot of the traditions and shit, you know what I mean? A lot of shit that's breaking black families apart, that's keeping our families separated like that, got something to do with that old religious ass shit, man. That shit ain't meant for us. That shit is not fucking meant for us. A lot of them theologies and shit that come along in that Christian doctrine, first off, it ain't even the real damn book. It ain't even the real book. We're talking about the New Testament. No, the New Testament. The New Testament. Really? Really? The New Testament, right? Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. First off, where in the New Testament, because we gonna talk like Christianity is real for a second. We finna do this. Where in the Bible did Jesus give permission to start a religion in his name? So, right off the bat, blasphemy. Right off the bat. I'm talking about right off the bat. Right off the motherfucking boy, right off the top, the Christian religion is blasphemous. Because nobody never ordained it. Who ordained it? Y'all never even asked that goddamn question. Who started the shit? Because it wasn't Jesus. It wasn't Jesus. Who started the Christian religion? When did those books get gathered? Was it the 12 disciplines? Was it the 12 disciplines? Everybody sat down and wrote a book one day, and everybody was like, we putting all our books together, and this is gonna be the Bible. We're gonna push this shit. It's just fucking crazy. So now, and then tell me this. Dead Sea Scrolls. They just found some more books that's supposed to be in the Bible. Catholic Church sat around, picked and choose which books they wanted to be in the Bible and which books didn't go, and all this, and what supported their doctrine and all that. And that's basically what y'all ass read right now. And y'all actually think y'all got a clear understanding of what the hell that goddamn book is talking about. And y'all don't know not who wrote it. Y'all don't know who orchestrated it, who ordained it, who authorized it, when did they go looking for it. Where the fuck this book come from? I did a lot of research. Whole lot of research. Where the fuck this book come from? Because the bullshit they try to tell you. Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. If anybody out here who a straight Christian that don't really know why you're a Christian because that's what people tell you when it's time to get your life together. It's just time to get right. You know, that's the only option your motherfucking ass got. Like, you can't believe in God unless you believe in that. Like you believing in God ain't enough. That's not enough. You got to believe in this God. Like, you could be a good person, you help people, have a good heart, good mind, you know, all that. You know, if you don't follow this guy right here, though, fuck all that. Where the fuck that book come from? That's what they say. That one day, some people, so ain't no author, some people, somehow was let me say it, then I'm gonna go back and explain it because the shit's so stupid. And I can't believe that even myself at one point in time in my life used to accept that shit. And this shit is silly. Under possession of the Holy Ghost, somebody came, different people, and wrote all the books of the Bible. Different people. Not the people who names is on the fucking book. Some other motherfucker was possessed by the person whose name is on the book. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, none of them wrote a book. Name one of them niggas wrote a book. Somebody got possessed by them and wrote a book. Then lost the book. Then the book got found. Then they went and found all other books. And they was like, damn. We don't know how to read this shit. But all these books go together. I don't know how we know that these books go together because we can't read them yet. We be finding books. But these books go together. And not only do they go together, different people went into a trance to write these books talking about the same person, but from the perspective of somebody who knew that person, not that person. What? Why the fuck Jesus just ain't possess a motherfucker himself? Answer that for me. Do you mean to tell me Jesus in heaven then told Matthew, hey Matthew, go tell that nigga my story so he can write that shit down so everybody can hear this shit? Tell me y'all do know hundreds of years went by and the name Jesus wasn't uttered. There was a few, it was cults. There was a few scattered cults around the world who, you know, I guess heard the story. Jesus came, walked with them, you know what I'm saying, showed them how to surf. I gotta cut this shit out. This shit is blocking us from accepting the cosmic connection that we supposed to have. We can't have that connection with that outer, more powerful source because we have this blockage, and we got your brain is blocked. Like the motherfucking white people in them goddamn movies and shit with the tinfoil hats on and shit, trying to stop the aliens from programming their brain. We need our brains programmed. We need our brains reprogrammed. Knowing why every race on this goddamn planet is able to function in a certain way. They not connecting their spirits to some shit they know fucking nothing about. Now go anywhere other than America and probably Europe. Go anywhere other than America and Europe, and you'll find out that the Christian religions are the ones they're not really doing the best. Like South America, I believe South America is predominantly Christian. So I'll say the areas that are predominantly Christian, well, yeah, Christianity, people who worship Christianity are doing very well in them areas. The areas that aren't predominantly Christian, it's a whole new, you can't go to Chinatown about God bless Jesus and all that. Oh, they gonna look at you like, what? Like, no, we do Buddha and Krishna and Dionysus, and you know what I'm saying, we worship, the Hindu, and we follow different things over here, bro. We don't do that shit you talking about. That shit you talking about crazy right there, man. Like some regular person came and fed 1,000 people with a loaf of bread and some fish, and like, first off, why would he even do that? Like, why if instead of him, just going around handing out food and shit, it would make more sense for him to teach a motherfucker how to fish. Why didn't Jesus teach the village people how to fish if he was that good at fishing? He's like, we don't have any bread. Okay, here's some bread. See y'all later. Okay, I'm hungry again. You gonna come back and give us some more? Nah. You didn't help us for real. You just came around and showed off. Just came around, came around, showboated and gloated right quick. Like, what? Yeah, I need some more wine. Oh man, there you go. What? Fig tree? But that's not the story. That's not the story. The real story, the point of that whole story, what everybody missed while y'all tripping off the, ooh, he did this and he did, ooh, the walking on water, all that. He was showing you all that you can do everything that I can do as long as you believe. That's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of the goddamn book. That's the whole message in the whole New Testament. That's the whole everything of it. The whole message from Jesus is that God has put the same thing in me that he has put in you. If you don't believe it and you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, go read the shit for your goddamn self and stop just sitting there accepting whatever the fuck your pastor say, reading little small ass scriptures here and there, and here. Like, you don't get the whole damn picture. You really want to dive into it. This is something that you devote your life to, then you should not even call yourself a fucking Christian if you ain't sat there, started that word 1, and then stop until your ass was at the end of fucking Revelations and shit. So other than that, I'm not hearing that bullshit. Y'all be on that fake, funny ass, faulty, false ass shit, and most of y'all are Christians because that's what everybody else is doing. Let's be honest about this shit. I done been to church, so y'all can't tell me that nonsense. Like, y'all ain't just talking to some dude who just sitting up here just rambling or whatever. I've been there, okay? Been there years and years, studied all the shit, went to the every Sunday I'm up in there, motherfucking deacons. I did all that. You can't tell me the bullshit. Don't want to hear it. Flat out. Most of y'all don't even read that fucking book. I used to go around testing motherfuckers all the time. Hey, what about blah? See, you know what? See, okay, read it and then let God answer that for you. Yeah. See, I can't tell you how you should perceive God's word. See, you have to read that thing for yourself and get your own understanding. Then after you get an understanding, then you can come back and me and you can conversate about it. Yeah, you ain't read the motherfucker. Lying ass, fake ass shit. So anybody out there who's new to the Christianity world and all that, dissect that shit right quick and find out that ain't it. Y'all stay happy and healthy.